Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be looking at a boss in Runescape which is making more money than normal due to the Dungeoneering remastered update. Now with the remastered update, Zilyana has been given a new necklace on the drop table called the Saradomin's Hum. And this is going to be something you can upgrade with your Dungeoneering tokens to create a tier 80 necromancy amulet. But because this item is new and it's brand new on the drop table as well, there's a few things you can do. One is to reclaim your collection and your titles for completing the Zilyana collection log, but also to make a fair bit of profit with it. Because it's a brand new item, generally they're up in price until a decent enough supplies into the game, but because of that you can increase your GP per hour from doing this boss significantly by doing it while the price is still high and the item is still new. So what we're going to be doing in this video is going to Zilyana for 2 hours, camping away. It's been a while since we've done a little bit of a loot video. So 2 hours at Zilyana in the hopes of grabbing the Saradomin's Hum. Yesterday I actually tried this and I did get one, so I have completed the log and I have got one. I did sell it for 33 mil, but I'm not sure the price is correct. What we'll do towards the end of the 2 hours is go to the Grand Exchange, go and instant buy it, find the price and then go from there. Now because this is doing something in God Wars 1 and doing Zilyana, what you can also do as well is also tie in doing your reap tasks. If you have the choice of a Reaper to go and pick to do Zilyana, just as a way to earn a little bit more GP on top, you can combine it with your Reaper points if you get lucky on the tasks and if you can also pick the tasks as well. So that's what I'm also going to try and do, see if we can go and get some Reaper tasks and to be able to do that. Now, when you go to God Wars 1, you do need to go and get 40 KC. If you have the Totem of Intimidation in Anachronia, you can skip your KC and just go straight to the boss as well. Everything we're going to be doing is going to be in a privately rented room, and that is pretty much going to be it. In terms of the setup, just for overloads, I am taking melee because God Wars 1 is still a pretty decent way to go and train your stats, and melee is the one I'm kind of lacking on the most. And what I'm going to take in terms of my inventory is just going to be a scythe. The Scrimshaw Vampirism should be more than enough healing for me to be able to do this along with Soul Split. And I'm just going to take Masterwork, Cinderbane Gloves, just your generic standard melee setup as well. Now I'm going to be taking 4 Powder of Penance. This will basically act as how Penance did and give me some prayer back as well. So Vampirism, Scrimshaw and Penance Powder should really be able to see me through the whole 2 hours along with Soul Split in terms of food as well. But I have also took some Bunyips. I'm taking Excalibur just in case there's any tricky kills and I do need to heal a little bit as well. So like I mentioned before, I'm going to go and see if I can go and get a task from Death as well, because again, your Reaper tasks, you have a weekly allowance rather than just one Reaper task a day. So if you're going to go and camp for Zilyana while the profit is good, whether you're doing a collection log or whether you're just out there for an easy AFK, a little bit more money as well than normal, you can still tie in with your Reaper task as well. So we'll see how we get on. So we get the chance to go and pick. So we'll go for Commander Zilyana. And what you can do as well, if you've got the Totem of Intimidation like I have, you can also basically just teleport to war, go and get another task from Death, and then go back without having to use any of your KC up. So I'm going to go and use the teleporting wars to go and head over. I'm also going to reset as well my loot counter, so we can go and see fully towards the end what we've got in terms of drops and stuff. I'm going to bank all my cash as well because I've got the gold accumulator. We'll be able to see just how much cash Zilyana is currently in 2026. Obviously, before the Saradomin's Hum was here, it wasn't great. Again, most God Wars Dungeon 1 is going to cap out around 5 mil per hour, although Zamorak and Armadillo really are holding their values very, very well. It's not really dropped down in a while. But Zilyana, because of like what else has got on a drop table, isn't always known to be the best one. So we are resetting the drop table. I'm going to go and head off now for 2 hours worth of Zilyana. Basically just go and AFK it while I go and edit some videos and do some other stuff as well. Let me know your thoughts on the Dungeoneering update. Are you a big fan of it? I have done quite a few floors last night, but I'm going to do a couple more before I do my review of it, just because I like to go and try all the different puzzles and just try all the aspects of the update before mentioning like what I think about it and stuff. But I thought this would be a nice one to throw out while I'm editing videos and doing more stuff for you guys as well. But let me know your thoughts on it, and let me know what you think I'm going to make in terms of GP per hour in terms of Saradomin. Have you tried it out? Have you completed the log? If we hop in, I'll show you guys like what the drops are and stuff. Before we go in, just because I'm going to go and AFK it, if we look at the collection log, so this is the Saradomin's Hum. The one I got yesterday, and you're going to get the title, or a brand new title even once you've completed it. Let's go into Zilyana and let's see if we can get lucky, and let's see if we can go make some bank with God Wars 1 in 2026. So we are back at the end of the 2 hours, and we've been doing really well actually. We just actually picked up another effigy there, which I'm just going to have to drop some charms for, but again, nothing too big there. We have had a couple of drops. So we have had a Saradomin's Hum. We've also had a hilt, along with a Whisper, a Murmur, and a Sara Sword as well. So this has all been done within 2 hours. One thing I'm going to do is just give you guys another hour worth of drops, mainly because I've not edited the opening to this video yet, so I need to do that. And this method is incredibly AFK. Not only that as well, the scrimshaw I've got a vampirism lasts 3 hours, so I may as well just use the end of it. And also, I want to try an hour where I don't use penance powder. So in terms of my healing, I'm just simply going to rely on things like Excalibur, a Bunyip, and also the vampirism scrimshaw. I'll use Soul Split whenever I have the prayer to do so, but the penance powder is quite expensive. It's about 1.8 mil per hour to run. And I just think, especially with like Sara's normal drops, it puts you in like a negative profit. So I'm just going to try and see what that does for another hour. And we'll go and get some more Reaper tasks. In terms of what we've done, I would estimate we've roughly killed 120, maybe even more over the 2 hours. We've really got a lot of kills per hour. As you can see here, for my 1 hour trip, I've got 310 KC. We've done 3 Reaper tasks, so I got a bit bored of running back and forth to the bank every 20 kills to go and get a new Reaper task, so I kind of give up after 3. So we'll go and grab another one once this hour resets anyway, because I need to empty some stuff for some inventory space. But yeah, in terms of where we are so far, we'll do a price check at the bank, but we're doing okay. A hum and a hilt is the best drops I could have really asked for. The hilt price being 2.8 mil is a bit sad, but again, the hum will definitely pick up for it. And what I did after the first trip, I picked up the spring cleaner because I was getting lots of like salvage drops, which I kind of wanted to convert into cash. So I want to show you guys as best I can the GP we've made from it. So we'll go from there. I've also as well spent 200k on the room instance, which I've taken out the pouch. So I'm just going to add 400k to account for the 200k we've spent, as well as another 200k to sort of balance that out as well. But I'm going to go and reset and re-gear up for this final hour, and then we'll see how much we made from 3 hours worth of Saradomin. Really, it's going to hinder on the price of a hum. The hum yesterday was selling for about 33 mil. If we can get anywhere close to that, it'd be really, really nice, but I'll work with whatever it's going to be anyway. Still going to be a decent price in terms of what we're going to sell it for, but what I'm going to do is go and get another task from Death so we can go and get some Reaper points. Again, Reaper points will work out to be profit when we buy rewards for that as well. And we'll come back when we finish the final hour. Okay, so that is the 3rd hour done. The scrimshaw has disintegrated. Nothing too much on that final trip, just a Sara hilt, which we now know is only 2.8 mil, which I'm very, very surprised with. So in terms of cash, we have taken 2 mil off Zilyana, which is, yeah, again, things like the golf accumulator or just picking up the coins in general, they do add up, and the spring cleaner as well. Disassembling and breaking all that salvage down into coins does eventually pile up as well. If you're going to go to God Wars 1 at any point, I would highly recommend a spring cleaner because all the different generals have very varying drops. A lot of it's rune salvage, some of it could be dragon hide, and then spring cleaner kind of breaks it all down. So it's really, really useful for stuff like that. So we're going to go and price check all the items apart from the hum to start with, just because I want to show you what it realistically looked like for something like 3 hours at Sara with the old items. The amulets are really, really cheap. Like the Whisper being 86k is a little bit sad. The Sara sword for some reason has still maintained like a 700k price, which, you know, is nice to still have that kind of sort of GP there, but yeah, not a lot in terms of the cash. But 9.2 mil, roughly averaging out between 3.1 mil per hour with these standard drops, is actually not too bad at all. When you consider that Saradomin is probably the 3rd most profitable God Wars Dungeon 1 boss, nowhere near where sort of Krill and Kriara are in terms of their price, but again, their armors are used quite heavily in invention and in training as well. Zilly really only has the amulets and the hilt, and also the crossbows. I think the crossbows might be a little bit better in terms of GP as well. Now, what I did promise you guys is to show you guys where the hum currently is. I am going to show you my sales history from yesterday. So yesterday, I was able to pick one up at 12.2 mil and sell it for 33. This one here is the drop I got from Saradomin. So we made a little bit flipping one, and we also made a fair bit actually getting one in terms of drop as well. Also did a few little flips with the warp stones as well, which isn't too bad at all. I think I sold that one this morning for a profit as well. Yeah, so we've done 2 rounds of the warp stones, so they've made some decent money. But what I'm going to go and do is instant buy one of these hums for you guys to show you guys where the price currently is. Again, with that flip I did yesterday, it really just show you guys that the price can go up and down quite a lot. Now, I imagine it's going to be a little bit down from the price it was yesterday, just because more people would have gone after the drops and completed their logs, and the demand for it would have dropped anyway. So I'm going to throw an offer in for 35 mil, see what it instant buys for, and that's what we're going to end up buying it for. So it's just under 10 mil, which, you know what, is not too bad. It basically doubles the GP we've made per hour, and just by doing that as well. So I'm going to throw mine in for a little bit cheaper, actually. I'm going to just do 99 for that and throw both those in. So if we sort of add sort of like around 9 mil-ish per hour, it's going to take us up to 18 mil for those 3 hours, which again, Saradomin, heavily AFK. Some things I would slightly change as well is that Soul Split is a lot stronger than a sort of health amulet. So if you do bring the DG prayer amulet, so a demon horn necklace, and then you can instantly have soul split for the whole trip is a lot better. Also using things like the vampirism spell could help reduce the cost. For something like God Wars 1 boss or Saradom in this case as well, try and do things which bring down the cost of like your overall supplies. And its powder, in my opinion, is just a bit too expensive. To be fair, the Scrimshaw Vampirism as well is around 3-4 mil. That's just going to chip away at your profit. And when you're making something like 6-ish mil, you want to keep as much of that as possible as well. But with a 10 mil drop on the table currently, it has made Saradomin double in terms of how much GP is making per hour. So for that reason, it is worth to go and do it as well. Whether you've not done the collection, you're looking to complete your first pet log, or you're just looking to go make some GP while AFKing as well. It is also pretty decent XP per hour. I can't give you like a figure, but I've definitely used Saradomin to go and train Mage before. When I was on the way for 120, that is pretty much where I did the Saradomin log, is when I was starting to train my skills up to the 120 mark for the capes. But that's going to wrap this video up. I hope it's sort of been helpful. I hope it's been a nice little adventure going through as well. We've identified some other things that you can now use the Reaper system and reset your Reaper task with Slayer points. Normally, when you do a Reaper task as well, you're going to get some Slayer points, so you're not too far in the hole if you decide to cancel and skip tasks. Especially if you have the ability to pick your tasks as well, it's very, very strong. But going to wrap the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Any future content you guys want me to do, drop in the comment section down below. Looking to put some plans in place for the next couple of weeks to keep you guys entertained. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.